So, anyone who knows me as me knows that I am hyper obsessed with studying history, especially studying Roman history. But I also really love studying medieval history. As you can see right here, this is my family tartan, my family background, the proper stag like Robert Baratheon, King Bobby B himself. Got the stag on my shirt too. But I actually wanted to talk about a little bit is some misconceptions about, the medieval period, right? A lot of people have already started to talk about this sort of thing. But I wanted to start talking about specifically the economy of the medieval period. Because there's this idea that the people of the medieval period were extraordinarily poor and, like filthy and muddy and gross and, they died all the time. And you know what? I mean, yeah, there was plague, there was famine, there was death, but that was like any other time in human history. It's like that now. Like, we're very privileged to live up in our Western societies. We're literally living in the empire right now. We are reaping the benefits of the slaves of the third world. Like, just full fucking stop. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But that's not the point. What I wanted to get to about is the fact that, like, medieval economies weren't these huge, grand things because they didn't need to be. In Rome, things were very centralized. Armies were really big, and there's huge infrastructure projects. But as Rome fell, people didn't want that anymore. People didn't want to live in these big cities. It wasn't even just a case of the empire falling because of barbarian invasions. That happened a million times before. Aurelian was able to restore the world when Rome was an even bigger pickle. Like, the fall of Rome happened because the citizens of Rome didn't care anymore. And they wanted to live in smaller communities that were more self-sufficient. And that is not a bad thing. That is very much hated by so many bankers because it means that people don't need to buy stuff because they'll just make it at home. Why do I need to buy peppers from the grocery store when I can grow peppers in my garden? Why would I ever need to buy a rake from Home Hardware when I can borrow it from a neighbor and in exchange help him build his shed? That's the kind of a barter economy. It wasn't a barter economy. It was an exchange of service.